we've talked about the adversity we've dealt with. If you want to look at the, the number of changes to the lineup, the players that have been out, um, you can change a lot of things inside the game to try to help them out, and we've tried to change a few, which I think has got us points, which has got us a big win in Detroit, got us a big win in Edmonton. The physicality and the compete is what we lost in the Calgary game. And to a man, that's got to come. The players got to, whether it's a line, whether it's your veteran group, somebody has to take that in a game where the other team is gaining momentum or winning that battle. Somebody has to take the bull by the horns, and we didn't have that last game. And look at what Tage Thompson did in the Detroit game, what he did in the Edmonton game, and it changed the direction. That third period changed the direction. There was physicality. The guy he mowed over in overtime. When I went through the battle part, the 50-50 part of the game, there's a ton of analytics out there that can give you all the numbers. I don't trust a lot of those numbers. So when you go through it in the pure 50-50s, we were at about 30%. You're not going to win a hockey game like that. So it starts with your compete, and that compete has got to be brought on. Sometimes the other team gains the momentum in the compete. They get their second, and then all of a sudden you can grab it back by a heck of a forecheck. If your first guy doing his job, your second guy. There was times we went by plays, we didn't even get in the battle, which hurt us. I look at the night before, the game before playing Edmonton. We got in the battle early. We got in the battle with everybody. We didn't go by many players. There wasn't many times the team got out of the corner with a puck. You look at the start of the game, how many times did Calgary walk out of a 2-on-2 battle and they walked out with a puck? That's the difference in the game. That's when a line has to come back to the bench and go, next time they don't get out of there. That's my battle to win. And you can change the course of a game. That's a short answer for you? Okay.
How much can Zucker change that?
He can help for sure. A veteran guy that knows. You're not going to have you're young guys. They're just getting their feet in the water, and it has to come from the core of your team, and that's where it usually comes from. And a lot of times when a team loses, you go to the core and say the core wasn't good enough. Well, that usually is what happens. The core wasn't good enough. We know that. We talked about that. We're upset with that. But got to put it behind. We got a game to win tonight.
Why does this lineup need Jason Zucker back on the ice right now?
Well, if you look at the number of players that have been out, what he was bringing to our team, the work he'd done on the power play, and where the power play was at when him and Benson were down low. It's no different than when him and like right now we got Ostlund and Rosine, two younger guys, but Benson and Zucker were the two guys that were running it. So. It's going to be hard to tell where he's going to be at. We're hoping that, it's been a long time off. He's dealt with a lot, but I think he's going to give us a burst of energy tonight.
You said the other day that Jack Quinn was doing all the right things. He just wasn't getting rewarded, and you're confident that he'll score. Have you expressed that to him? Just keep doing it, and you'll get rewarded eventually.
I had a small chat with him on the ice, and I'm actually meeting with him. I'm meeting with him as soon as I get done with you guys. Just a little bit about what I see in his game, and along with, where those goals could come from.
Over the course of 82 games, you got to find that balance with a game like Wednesday of learning from it and flushing it. Like, where do you feel like this team is
Flushing
in that process?
Right, you got to. If you're a good team, you're able to put it away, move on. The proof will be tonight. You get a chance. The great thing about this league is you don't have to sit on it for 4 or 5 days. You sit on it for one day, or some days you don't even. You're going to play back to back. So we get to prove that we can flush it by playing tonight.
Do you think Benson is close enough that he's a possibility for Sunday, or are you looking at
Yeah,
next week?
for me, he's day to day. It was a realistic possibility for today. but he won't be in.
How interesting will this game become, because Chicago's doing the same thing. They got to flush what happened in the third period last night.
Yeah, well, it's part of this. I mean, again, it is part of this, what goes on in this league. I mean, it is so close now, and you're going to have a team that just had a, heartbreaking loss. You're leading by a couple of three, get scored on you in the third period, and you don't get any points out of it. So you've got a team that's flushing, we're flushing.
Was that a pretty tough one, just with what he means, in the room
Yeah,
and stuff like that?
I look at a guy that he'll still be part of this team. We've got a long list of players that are sitting on the sidelines that are going to be, starting to come back. He was a guy that just worked as hard as possible every day. And I thought getting better, try to get better, play a little D, knows how to play D, played forward. And we know what he can bring, calming influence. There was a couple games there where there was no intimidation, I think, because he was riding side saddle.
Do you tell a guy like that on the way out that, you're still part of this? Do you express that to him?
For sure. For sure you do. I'll guarantee you he's still part of this.